You mentioned that Americans are frustrated. And in fact, 75% of voters say the country is heading into the wrong direction. Despite the results of last night, what in the next 2 years do you intend to do differently to change people's opinion of the direction of the country, particularly as you contemplate a run for president in 2024?
Nothing.
So he's going to continue to do what he's been doing since he took office. Absolutely nothing. So Uncle Joe gave a very rare press conference where he actually took questions from reporters, although I believe they were handpicked. He had a list of who he could call on. And a reporter asked him what he plans to do differently after a poll was taken, how people feel the country is going. 25% said in the right direction, 75% said in the wrong direction. He was asked what he would do different, if anything, because rumor has it that he's planning to run for re-election in 2024. And this is what he had to say. Take a look.
You mentioned that Americans are frustrated. And in fact, 75% of voters say the country is heading into the wrong direction. Despite the results of last night, what in the next 2 years do you intend to do differently to change people's opinion of the direction of the country, particularly as you contemplate a run for president in 2024?
Nothing, because they're just finding out what we're doing. The more they know about what we're doing, the more support there is. Do you know anybody who wants us to get rid of the change we made on prescription drug prices and raise prices again? Do you know anybody who wants us to walk away from building those roads and bridges and the internet and so on? I don't know. I think that the problem is the major piece of legislation we've passed, and some of it bipartisan, takes time to be recognized.
And he believes nothing because, as he said, people are finding out what they've been doing, finding out things are going in the right direction. We don't want to raise drug prices. We don't want to walk away from the roads and bridges that are being built because of the infrastructure legislation. I, for one, haven't seen any roads or bridges being constructed. In my home state, there's road work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's always happening. It never ends. So the billions or trillions of dollars in that infrastructure, build back better nonsense has not come to fruition. I, for one, have not seen it. But he has absolutely no plans to try to do anything right in the next 2 years while he is in office. He's going to continue to destroy the United States, continue to raise prices on everything, so inflation is still skyrocketing. He didn't say he was going to lower prices at the pump. As a matter of fact, in Rhode Island, the price of regular gasoline went up 9 cents since yesterday. So he is doing nothing. So at least for once, I believe he was actually honest, because he doesn't plan to do anything. He's going to continue down this path of destruction that he is bringing our country. And I, for one, am not happy about it. And a poll that was taken, I believe, a couple of days before the midterms, the people were asked, how do they feel the country is? Do they feel it's in the right direction or in the wrong direction? 25% of respondents said the right direction, and 75% of respondents said 75 in the wrong direction. But Joe Biden will not take any advice from the American people that he is really doing nothing, because people are not happy. How many times do we have to keep saying this? Republicans, for some reason, didn't do well in the midterm elections. I don't know why. I'm not a political analyst, and I'm not even going to take a guess, other than people are blinded by what's going on in this country. When they get into that little booth, cubicle, whatever you call it, where you go vote, they simply lose their mind and they just start scribbling in They color in the dots of whomever. Do I think that the Republicans will take over Congress? As it stands right now, I believe the Republicans have 208 seats. The Democrats have 183. I believe you need 218 to take control. The Senate basically is at a dead tie, and votes are still being counted, which, quite frankly, I don't understand how it takes 2 days to count votes. We all know there were voter machine issues in Arizona the minute the polls opened. Carrie Lake and Katie Hobbs are still both in the running for the governor of Arizona because the votes have not been tallied. Carrie Lake believes she is going to win, and for the sake of Arizona, I hope that's true. We all know Ron DeSantis absolutely destroyed Charlie Crist. He turned around Miami-Dade County and Palm Beach County that were always blue counties. And the one thing that's bothering me about Florida is Donald Trump. Donald Trump started bashing DeSantis, making up names for him the night before the midterms, and as of yesterday, he was continuing his attack on Ron DeSantis. I do not dislike Donald Trump, although I've never 100% supported him. We all know his mouth cannot be controlled. We know he did good things when he was president, and we know he did bad things. It is my honest belief that Donald Trump needs to put all his support and supporters behind Ron DeSantis because the Republican Party needs a new leader. They need a new face. And I believe Ron DeSantis is that person to take over and possibly win the White House if he chooses to run in 2024. Because if he doesn't, and Donald Trump runs again, which he's supposedly going to make a big announcement next week, and I think that he's going to be running for election in 2024, I believe that if Donald Trump runs again, another Democrat is going to be elected to the White House. I do know that Donald Trump has millions and millions of supporters, and if he runs for president, if he's the Republican nominee, yes, I will vote for him. But I do believe that he is hurting his party. The candidates he endorsed did not do well on Tuesday. So people, maybe they need to start thinking about bringing all their support to another candidate, a younger candidate, a more enthusiastic candidate with a vision that I believe can turn this country around. And that remains to be seen. We all know DeSantis just got reelected. And whether he announces or not, who knows? It's way too early to tell. But Joe Biden, with his answer to that question last night, was truthful. In his mind and in his eyes, that was his truthful answer. He is going to do nothing. He is not going to try to do anything other than give money away to foreign countries. He's going to continue to try, even if Republicans take the House, he's going to try to keep himself and his kid and his family out of prison because he knows it's coming if there's a Republican-controlled House of Representatives. So yes, he's going to do nothing. He's going to sit back and see what happens. He's going to sit back and watch the American people suffer because there has been no change. And I believe there will be no change while he remains as president of the United States. He does not care about real issues affecting the everyday American people. He doesn't care. He cares about spending money that comes out of our pockets. He cares about giving money still continually to Ukraine to fight a war that has nothing to do with us. And that's it. I don't know what else to say other than he told the truth for once. For once in his political career, he told the truth. He is going to do nothing. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess, because he has done nothing, and apparently he's going to continue to do nothing. So what that means is we all pay the price. We all suffer the consequences, and we just got to buckle up and see where it goes. And that's it. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. You won't miss an episode. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. Please share my videos with someone. I'd appreciate that. And I'll be back real soon with something else. Have a great day.